Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. Should old acquaintance be forgot? To be honest, I can't bring any to mind. I've made so many new friends this year, I want to remember them all. If you'd like to ring in the new year together, at the stroke of midnight, just ask me to sing Auld Lang Syne.
That is so cool. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and happy New Year's Eve. In today's channel, I want to dedicate it to doing a reflection of what 2017 brought and to set some goals for the new year. Now, I don't like to call them resolutions because when people think about resolutions, they usually think about, oh, eventually resolutions are meant to be broken. But I don't want to, focus on that. So I'm actually going to think of goals that I would like to accomplish for the new year instead of resolutions. So let's first talk about what this year has brought for me. I don't want to focus so much on the negatives and the things that didn't go so well this year, because what good is there in that? If you're only focused on the negatives or you think about things that were sad, it'll only just bring you down. So with a positive mindset that I like to make sure that I try to strive for, I like to focus on things that I am grateful for 2017, and just things that I'm glad happened in 2017. So without further ado, here we go. So these are not in any particular order. These are I just wrote them down as I thought about them. And if I'm looking down, I'm just looking on my iPad so that I remember and I stay focused, because sometimes I have a hard time staying in focus. Here we go. So one of the things that I'm very grateful for 2017, and that what 2017 brought to me, is that I joined Weight Watchers, finally. I had joined Weight Watchers for a long time ago, but I wasn't very successful with it because I wasn't very consistent. And in 2013, I started my health and fitness journey. I wanted to be healthier because I was having a heart condition. My doctor also told me that I was starting to become pre-diabetic and different issues. And at the time, my son was only 11 years old, and I really wanted to make sure that I was there for him. So I knew that I needed to take care of myself and get myself down to a healthy weight. So I actually started on my own. I did not use Weight Watchers. I did not use any programs. I didn't have any surgery, none of that. I just started on my own, trying to eat better. And then I started moving. I got fitted for my first running shoes ever in 2013 in August. And it's interesting because a month after I got fitted for my first running shoes, I ran my first ever 5K race. And I was not going to complete it for time. I completed it because I wanted to prove myself that I could get it done, and I did. And that's how I continued on my health journey. And then I joined Orange Theory, which is like a health club over here. And I know they're in different places around the United States, but basically is a 1-hour fitness class that is led by a trainer, and you use a heart monitor and you see your name on a screen, and you have to hit a specific heart rate within the hour. Stay on the orange zone, which is above 80% of your heart rate while you're there, and doing different kinds of exercises. It was like kind of circuit training, because they'll start you off, let's say, in the treadmills, and then they will have you switch off to maybe do weights and then do the row machine and things like that. I did Orange Theory for about a year. And in 1 year, or maybe less than a year, I ended up losing 70 pounds, and it was great. And I ran many more races, and I actually completed my first ever half marathon in 2015. Now, after my half marathon, sometime in the summer, I developed another health condition that I needed to really be careful with. And it kind of got me depressed because that meant that I couldn't really run anymore. And running was my go-to thing. Like whenever I ran, I just felt free. Because of that health scare and because of not being able to run anymore, I kind of got off the wagon, the fitness wagon, and I started eating poorly again. And I actually ended up gaining back almost all those 70 pounds that I lost. And it wasn't, right away. I mean, it started in 2015 and it culminated this year in 2017 when I finally said, enough is enough. And I did try since 2015 to get back on my fitness journey, but it was such a challenge. And I think my downfall was that I was trying to do the same thing I did before, without realizing that I was not the same age and I was not in the same physical condition. So I needed to kind of slow it down. And so I would go back on the wagon, get off on the wagon, back on the wagon, get off on the wagon. So I kept going back and forth. So I was yo-yoing again. And finally, one of my friends who started Weight Watchers earlier this year, 2017, she joined Weight Watchers and also read a book by Lisa TerKeurst called Made to Crave. And it helped her lose 100 pounds. She lost 100 pounds in less than a year. And seeing her journey, it was like if I was being reminded that, hey, you were there before, you can do it again. So I went ahead and I joined Weight Watchers on November 1st. And I started. And ever since November 1st, I've lost 15 pounds. And this is purely by eating, portion control. I do not deprive myself, because that's one of the things that I've learned, at least with me. I can't deprive myself of foods that I want. I need to be able to eat it, but in moderation. And at least that's what Weight Watchers helps you do, because you can eat what you want, but it has a specific amount of points. So you have to make sure you track those points. So thanks to Weight Watchers and me being more mindful about what I eat, eating better, I use my Fitbit so I can move a little more. Thanks to that, I've been able to lose 15 pounds since first. And I'm still going. I haven't added my workout routine yet. I wanted to. You saw in my vlog last week, I went to the gym. I did a great workout and I felt great. But then I was going to go back on Christmas Day. I got sick. I've been sick this whole past week. And I've had a respiratory illness. And me being asthmatic, I have to be careful when it comes to that. Because I know you can work out through a cold, but once it's in your chest, it's really hard to work out because it's not really safe, because you need to make sure you get oxygen. So I'm going to get back to it now that the new year's starting tonight. And I'm just going to get back to a type of workout regimen where I'm going to slowly get on it and maybe build back up to what I used to, which I used to work out 5 to 6 days a week for an hour. Which I know it's insane, but I did it and I loved it. So little by little, I'm just going to get back on my workout, routine and continue to shut off the weight again for health reasons. All right. So another thing that I'm grateful for that 2017 brought was that my son and I were able to become Disney pass holders back in March. And ever since, we've gone to Disney a couple of times, and it's just every time I'm at Disney, I just can't help but to smile. See me even thinking about it, I'm just smiling. I feel like a little girl, and I feel like I'm surrounded by all this magic around me. So yeah, I'm very happy to have been able to go to Disney multiple times this year with my son. All right, so another thing that I am grateful for 2017 was that this year I was able to run/walk, more walk than run, because I'm not in running fit condition yet. But I was able to walk a 10K race with my brother, and it was his first race ever, and he did a 10K, and we did it together, and it was a Flanagans 10K. And after the race, they gave us free ribs and music, and it was a great celebration. And it was great to have done it with him, and he is looking forward to another race, probably in the spring. But he says that he definitely wants to start training so that he can do future races, and we are definitely doing the Flanagans 10K again next year. So that's one of the things that we look forward to. Maybe we're starting a new tradition. So that was a lot of fun. Another great thing that I was able to do with both of my brothers, I have 2 younger brothers, I'm the oldest, but another thing that I was able to do with them was that for my birthday this year, we were able to meet up and go to Megacon in Orlando, Florida, and it was our first time at Megacon. My other brother and I, because I have one brother that lives in Orlando and one that lives down here in South Florida with me, the one that lives in South Florida, him and I, we usually go to the Florida SuperCon every year. But it was very nice to finally go to Megacon with both of my brothers, and it was a really great experience. I had a great time, and it was my birthday. So I mean, woo! It was a great experience and a great memory as well. All right, so another great thing about 2017 was that I got to meet Erin Gruwell in person. And if you don't know who Erin Gruwell is, maybe you've heard of the movie Freedom Writers. She is the teacher whom the movie Freedom Writers is inspired by. So I got to meet her in person as a keynote speaker to the Idea Expo Teacher Conference. And I also got to talk with her, and she is featured in my blog for day 2 of Vlogmas. So if you want to go back to my videos, you can see my experience of meeting her in person. I was really like excited to meet her. So that is a really cool thing that I was able to do this year in 2017, was to meet Erin Gruwell in person. And that's my iPad wanting to join the video. One of the last things that I want to mention about 2017 that I really loved about this year is discovering the plethora of teacher YouTubers that are out there. And because of these amazing teacher YouTubers and how much they've inspired me and motivated me as a teacher, I decided to start this YouTube channel. So thank you so much to all of the teacher YouTubers out there. The teacher YouTube community is truly amazing, and a lot of them have started to welcome me with open arms. I'm still getting to know a lot of you, and if I don't know you and you are a teacher YouTuber, please leave a comment down below so I can check out your channel and subscribe. So thank you so much to all the amazing teacher YouTubers that are out there that have inspired me and motivated me for me to also join you and this amazing YouTube teacher community. So those are some of the highlights that 2017 brought to my life. And now let's talk a little bit about goals, because now that 2017 is slowly starting to go away, and for our friends in Australia, Happy New Year. You're already in 2018. That's awesome. And we'll be there in a few short hours, and then we can kiss 2017 goodbye and bring in 2018. So what are some of the things that I am looking forward to doing this year? I actually broke this down into 3 categories. So I want to start first for my in the classroom category. So these are some of the goals that I have planned this year in the classroom. And I didn't choose too many goals because what happens is when you have too many goals, you might feel, one, that is too daunting, that why are you even trying to attempt to complete one of those goals? You have too many goals to complete. And 2, like I just said, you might not even complete all of them. So I just stuck to 3 goals per each of these categories, and I have 3 categories. So the first one is in the classroom. So one of my goals for in the classroom is to organize my classroom. And I say this every year. I want to organize my classroom. I know that in my vlogs, my classroom looks really nice and organized, but I'm not showing you some clutter that I have to the back of the room that needs to be taken care of. And the thing is that I try to do this every year, and I have proven it every year. If I don't get my classroom super organized before the first day of school, it's very hard to get it organized during the school year because you're already busy doing lesson planning, going to meetings, scheduling conferences, talking to students, teaching, all that stuff. So it's very hard to get it organized. But my goal this year is to really get my classroom organized, under control. I know that I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff because, believe me, 17 years of teaching also means 17 years of accumulating things. And I accumulate a lot of things. So I need to still get rid of more things that I am not using and haven't used for a while, and just get my classroom back into organized shape, because I know that when my classroom is organized, my mind feels a little bit more organized and I'm able to function better. It's just how it is. All right. Goal number 2 for in the classroom is to improve on my consistency. And I know this is something that all of us teachers, struggle with as the years go by, is consistency. Because we say we're going to do something and then we end up not doing it in the long run. So I definitely want to be more consistent and also be more consistent in the things that I want to implement in my classroom. So that is one of my goals. And my third goal for in the classroom is to continue to engage my students through novelty and fun. I already do this, but I want to do a little bit more of it, especially now that I am getting ready for the second half of the year. And this is also our testing season. So we're going to be in crunch time. The students are going to start taking tests as early as the beginning of March. So I definitely want to add fun and novelty so that the students don't feel stressed out and are able to learn in a fun and engaging way, that they're also able to retain the material that we are teaching them in the classroom. All right. I would like to share my goals for 2018 for in my profession as a teacher. So one of my goals for 2018 as in my profession is to create more content for my Teachers Pay Teachers store and for my YouTube channel. So that's definitely in the works for that. And along with that comes with updating my blog, Pencils and Magic Wands, at blogspot.com, and my teacher website, sanchezclass.com. So those are the things that I want to make sure that I update and I create more content for. My second goal is to go to the TPT Conference in Nashville, Tennessee this summer in July. I'm already registered. My hotel and flight has been booked. So I am already gearing up. I know that it's 7 months away, but I am really looking forward to the TPT conference in Nashville, because I also want to make sure I meet up with some of these amazing YouTube teachers and Instagram teachers that are also going to the TPT conference in Nashville. So if you are one of those teachers, leave a comment down below, because I would definitely like to see if we can do some kind of meetup or ways that we can meet in person. So that's one of the goals that I have for 2018 for my profession. And the last goal that I have for my profession for 2018 is to finally sit down and write my dissertation. I know that I haven't been able to get my mind all wrapped up into it. I am currently, doing my PhD in curriculum and instruction in Barry University. And I'm ABD, which is all but dissertation. Basically, I completed all the classwork. I passed all my comprehensive exams. And now I just have to sit down and write my 5 chapters of my dissertation. So I just got to get it done. Sit down on the chair, do the research, write it, get it done. Do it. All right. Now on to my personal life. So these last 3 goals are goals that I would like to implement for my personal life. Goal number 1 for my personal life is get more organized. So yeah, not only get organized in the classroom, but also get organized at home and in general. Organization is very important. It's going to be one of the biggest things this year. And I am listening to Audible right now to a book called The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. And it's really good. And if you haven't read it, I encourage you to read it, especially if you are someone that is looking for ways to tidy up and organize your life. I highly recommend it. So yes, organization is one of the biggest themes for 2018. Goal number 2 is to continue on my health and fitness journey. So continue doing what I've been doing so far, eating better, moving more, exercising, and just getting down to a healthy weight so that I can be the best me I can be for the people in my life, including my family and my son. And the last goal is to build more experiences and memories with my son. I have a teenage son. He is 15 years old, and he's a sophomore in high school. In a couple of years, he's going to go off to college. It is my goal to continue to build more amazing experiences and memories with him, and just, spend time with each other, because sometimes I know life gets busy with work and him with school and in his life and stuff, but I really want us to build on that relationship and more memories and experiences together. So yeah, there you have it. Those are my reflections for 2017 and my goals for 2018. If you are a teacher, I tag you, because I am creating a brand new tag for this video. I'm calling it my 2018 teacher goals. And I am challenging you to go ahead and tag that in one of your YouTube videos. Or you can also use the hashtag on Instagram and share your 2018 teacher goals. You can either just include your teacher goals, or you can separate them into categories like I also did, which is in the classroom, in your professional life, and in your personal life. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button so it's available to more teachers. Also, don't forget to leave a comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And I'll see you next week. Have a beautiful, magical day, and don't forget to smile.